At least twice a month, Chrissy Bradstick ends up in hospital.
I lay in bed all day in agony. I don't have a life with my friends, my family.
3 years ago, she had plastic mesh like this implanted to lift her bladder and stop incontinence following the birth of her children. But she says it left her in pain, and even after the mesh was taken out, she still suffers with searing and constant infections that no antibiotics can kill.
It feels like I'm dying from the inside, and I've lost all sense of normalcy in my life.
Mesh complications that are leaving women like Diane Fisher weak and exhausted.
The infections have been ongoing. I've been fighting one now since last September, and we are out of options for antibiotics at this time.
Dr. Blaine Welk has been studying mesh complications and says these chronic infections are an emerging problem in a subset of patients, with doctors trying to figure out why.
So this is an example of two patients' mesh after they've been resected. Some research has suggested that the mesh may be colonized with bacteria at the time of implantation, and this colonization may lead to chronic inflammation and mesh complications in a group of women.
Pelvic mesh products to treat gynecological problems in women are under intense scrutiny, with studies showing they can erode into the bladder and vagina, causing excruciating pain. Thousands of lawsuits are now underway in Canada, the U.S., and around the world by women like Chrissy who say they were never warned of the potential side effects.
The future is very uncertain because we don't know if anyone is able to kill these infections.
Diane wants the mesh removed until further studies are done.
Had I known this 7 years ago, I would never have had it done.
But Dr. Welk insists the mesh devices are safe when implanted by experienced surgeons who can quickly follow up if problems emerge.
It's a tool that should be used for the right patient and after a discussion with the patient, but I don't think it's something that necessarily needs to be removed completely from the market.
But even he admits no one knows why some patients end up like these women, struggling with painful infections that defy medical care. Avis Favaro, CTV News, Toronto.